What's up, guys? Welcome back to Man Cave Collectibles, coming at you today with a new review. This is a review on the mini epics from Weta Workshop, Alien Xenomorph. So this is a company I just happened to really accidentally fall upon as I was kind of searching through Big Bad Toy Store's catalog, and I just saw really this epic statue of a Xenomorph. I wasn't familiar with Weta Workshop, so I did a little bit of research on this company and who they are and what they make. Because when I get into a line, I want to know that it's a line I can continue with, that there's going to be additional product, not just kind of a one and done. So this looks like a company out of New Zealand. I'm not sure how long they've been around. They do have a pretty extensive catalog of different things. They do more than just the mini epics, but the mini epics are what I'm interested in. The mini epics do span out into multiple film franchises, Lord of the Rings, Ghostbusters, and they all kind of have this stylized look to them. So if that's something you're into, I think this is probably something you'll want to check out. Today we're going to look at the Xenomorph. So looking at the packaging, we can see here that we've got our Xenomorph here, designed by artists of the film. This is number 1 in the Aliens mini epics line. So we're going to be getting a Ripley in this same stylized design. That will be the next release from what I can tell. Go ahead and I'll throw an image up here for you guys to see that. Got some artwork here of the Xenomorph, and then that same artwork is basically just copied over here on the top of the box. Got real nice window packaging here where we can see the Xenomorph kind of in all its glory there. Some of its detail. As we're moving on around here, side of the package, as we move to the back, it does say collect them all, but at this time it looks like this is the only one in this line. Again, we'll be getting a Ripley here soon, and then as we move around to this side of the packaging, kind of the same as the other side. Let's go ahead and pop this Xenomorph out of his packaging and see what we got. All right, guys, we got a Xenomorph out of the packaging, and let me tell you right off the bat, it does not disappoint. We'll go over kind of what comes in the packaging first off. The first thing we get is we do get kind of this little promotional booklet that actually shows a lot of the lines that that are going to come in the mini epic line. So you can see here we've got Lord of the Rings, as we discussed earlier. Got a pretty big catalog there of different Lord of the Rings characters. Those look fantastic. Planet of the Apes here. As we flip on over, we got Alita, Battle Angel, 3 characters there. District 9, Men in Black, The Missing Link. As we flip over to the back here, we do see the promotional images for what's coming soon with the Aliens. So it does look like we got a face hugger here with one of the characters. So maybe this is something that could have either been announced or not announced yet. And then this is obviously our Ripley silhouette. And then over here we've got a silhouette of none other than Slimer and probably Egon. I'm not sure which silhouette this would be, but I'll try to find some actual images maybe of what's coming out before we put this video out. So that's just a little promotional booklet that will be coming with your figure, and then you get this nice, really nice clear base to stand your figure on. Now I will tell you this figure has no problem standing whatsoever. It has these nice big large feet, and they are sometimes when you get vinyl pieces, these feet will be warped, or the legs will be warped out of packaging, and they want to rock or not stand up straight. This guy is in solid footing, and I'm really, really pleased with what I'm seeing and how this is looking. But he does have 2 pegs in the bottom of his feet, so if you wanted to put him on a base, it would slightly raise him up off the ground just a hair, and you can display him just like that if you so wish. I think I'll probably leave the base off as long as most of these stand without the base. If there's no base needed, I really don't like to use a base. And I don't want some to be on a base, some not to be on a base. So I'll see as I continue to collect the line kind of how, you know, how their balance and ability to stand on their own is. So let's take a little closer look at our Xenomorph alien here. So I want you to just look at the detail here. Man, just got the teeth, the head, look the detail with the mouth. You know, this figure, this is a $29.99 figure. And you know, when I first saw these online, I was like, man, this looks like, you know, what you would typically pay, you know, $49.99 for. So I was very, very pleased, and I'm even more pleased now that I've got it in hand. You can see that clear plastic there. It's kind of showing the skull, I guess you could say, of the Xenomorph there. Looks really, really good. Spinning on around to the back. It kind of definitely has this nice glossy paint finish to it. It's a black with kind of a blue, hint of blue fade to it. Kind of what we would imagine a Xenomorph, you know, looking like. I did a good job here on these hands. You can see just the tips of them there on the nails or the claws. It does have kind of a nice silver chrome look to it. This is just a soft plastic. I do believe this would break off with too much manipulation, so you probably want to be careful there. But you can just see there in the mouth just how that saliva, or I don't know what you would call, I don't know what you call the secretions of a Xenomorph. If you know, put it in the comments. I'm not sure what you would call that. But it looks really good. Moving on down to the feet. You can see nice silver nails there on the feet. And again, you know, one of the main things that I love about this is how they, large feet, and you see that a lot with stylized figures or statues, but it works perfectly in the sense that, you know, they stand really well. That's such a big thing for me as a collector, is that something stands. I run into Marvel Legends a lot of times that have a really hard time standing. Not just Marvel Legends, but a lot of figures in the 6-inch figure line, you know, have a hard time standing. You're not going to have that here with this Xenomorph, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be similar around the board with these collections. But you can see that real nice tail there. This is not posable, it is in place, so you're not, no bendy wires or anything like that. But man, this guy just looks fantastic. Let's bring in a few figures just to give you guys some size comparisons for this guy, and then we'll wrap up our video. All right, guys, so we're bringing in just a couple different figures from different figure lines. We've got a NECA Predator. This is a Jungle Hunter here on the left. We've got a NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raphael, and then a standard 6-inch Marvel Legends Cyclops. So you can kind of see where this stacks up. It really is kind of in that 1/12 scale. If the alien were to be standing straight up, he would be taller than the Predator, which is how you would imagine it. So I think the scale, you know, really, if you really wanted to, these two guys look pretty good together. So again, you're not going to be able to pose him, but you certainly could slide this guy in with your Predator line if you wanted to. If you wanted to have a really, really cool looking alien figure with a lot of detail. It's going to have more detail than your typical, you know, $20, $25 figure is. And that's one thing that was so impressive to me, is the detail they were able to give for a $30 figure. So definitely check these guys out. If you really like a stylized look, certainly give them a shot. I think they have a website. It looks like Big Bad Toy Store carries, you know, most of it. What's not sold out or what's available is on Big Bad Toy Store. So check those guys out. Put in the comments below what you think. If you like this video, hit that like button for me. It helps get these videos out there for people to be able to see. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Love to have you as part of the Man Cave Collectibles team. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Until next time.